Hello, beautiful beings of love and light. Susan Shatzer here. We are teleporting ourselves today for this podcast from the Facebook group Susan Shatzer International. I'm so excited to have you all here with me. We're going to give everybody a chance to get the reminder that I am live and then be able to pop over here. Today we have an incredible topic with astronomical universal fielding proportions, I should say, I should put it that way, because today happens to be 8/8 of 2021. That is August 8th. And I am hailing here in the United States. As you pop on, please jump in, give StreamYard the opportunity to see your picture. And that way I will be able to see your comments when they come up live, and we can interact and bring them forward to clear and create something even more magical than we probably ever thought possible. So I am so excited that you are all here with me. I am pulling up some of the information that I have collected for today's live stream. So I'm super excited to have that here with me and be able to see all of you. This is so exciting. I'm going to go ahead over here and I'm going to pop in the comments. Hey, everyone. Where are you from? This way, we'll be able to see what is happening, what is taking place as people get their invitation to come play with us online today. So this is super exciting to have everybody here. Today's topic happens to be about the Lion's Gate and the 888 portal, which happens to be in numerology like an incredible opportunity to manifest something beyond what you ever thought possible. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. So we're going to talk about numerology. We're going to talk about astrology. We're going to talk about our ancient history. And what else would you like to talk about? Hey, Kimberly Reeves, how are you, beautiful? Popping in from Jacksonville, Florida. So glad you are here with me today. It is a phenomenal day with a ton of incredible energies that are here in the universe. I don't know if you can feel it now, but I know I woke up today extra late, more late than usual, which is sort of not unlikely for me. I'm sort of a late sleeper, but I'm also a night person. So that is also one of the things that shows up for me. So, hey, Kimberly, glad you made it. So excited that you are here. Yeah, for those of you who are jumping in now, if you'll take a minute to share this live link onto your page or onto your profile or to a group that you belong to, and I would so appreciate, because it will take all of us to share these insights, this research, and these awarenesses all around the world in order to shift and change the reality that we have now into what we truly like to have here on the planet and within ourselves. So I'm excited about that. Thank you. Thank you. Kim is glad to be here. Thank you so much. Glad you are here as well. So let me pop over and see what is happening on our feed. Our feed looks good, so that is great to know. I'm excited about that. And today we have a pretty big topic to talk about. It's about money problems, money issues, money challenges, things like that. So Kimberly, since you're the first one here, you get to go first. Tell me, lovely, what is happening in your world? What is it about your financial challenges? Because today we're going to shift and change out of that old paradigm and into a brand new paradigm, which is so, where I'd like all of us to be able to be and all of us to be able to function from, because it will create for all of us a different possibility. So I have my heart chakra incense playing here, or burning, I should say, to touch all of our hearts and to actually melt away things that, no longer are serving us, and to allow us to embody thankfulness and gratitude. So thank you, Kimberly, for being here. Yeah, so today we're chatting about money. It happens to be the Lionsgate. It's the Lionsgate portal. And I don't know, do you guys know about that? Tell me in the comments. Type yes if you know about it, or no if you don't know a lot about it, or if you'd like to know something else about it. D, all the above is awesome. Hello, beautiful. Hello. Sophia Renee, I love you. Glad you're here, honey. Kimberly says that she is stuck at about $10,000 annually. Okay, cool. So out the door with 10, in the door, we're just going to add some zeros on the end of that. Could you get excited about it? Nice. So Kimberly is saying she knows nothing about the portal of the Lionsgate that's happening right now. So Sophia Renea says, hold forth. Love it. Yeah, so we are actually going to create something new for each of you here on today's live stream. So this podcast has gotten a phenomenal response. I'm so excited. I am Susan Shatzer. I have an international company, Susan Shatzer International, and I work with men and women all around the world in tapping in and activating and accessing a completely different possibility for them with their finances, with their health, with their careers, with their relationships, with their spirituality. I mean, there are like 8 areas that I've been able to tap into. So I'm so excited to be able to bring that to each and every one of you here today as well. So how's everybody doing? I'm going to get started since Kimberly said that she had no idea about the Lionsgate, what that means. I took some notes and thought it would be advantageous to share all of these with each of you, whether you're here live or you catch the replay or the stream, whether it's now or sometime in the future. All is good. Time is a construct. You got this. It's your time. We're going to do this together. Get excited. Throw me some hearts. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. So exciting. We are changing the planet. We are changing lifelines, lifetimes, lifelines. Yeah, life streams. So each of you as a human you have a lifeline. And so it's interesting. I'm able to go in and tap into your lifeline and check out different areas of your life where you've taken on somebody else's stuff, or you've taken on, somebody else's points of view, or emotions or thoughts. And then because you thought it and felt it within yourself, you thought it was yours. And what happens is you've been actually manifesting with that frequency in your field ever since. So I created a program called Just for Me, and it is just for you, but we're going to talk more about that later in the podcast. Because that is going to unravel. Yeah. And it's going to transmute a lot of the stuff that you haven't been able to access up until now. So excited. Yeah. So tell me, if you're just joining us, who you are, where you're hailing from. Would love to know that as well. Hello, lovely. Sophia Renee, hello, lovely. Glad you're here. Yeah, so let me pop over and tap into this. So we are here to actually celebrate this page. So this is the biz page for Susan Shatzer International. And we have hit 1,500 members. Woo, woo. So excited. You blew me out of the water. One day, my assistant, she's on the back end with us also, Kara. Hello, Kara. So glad you're here helping us out. So we were checking our stats and numbers, and we were 1472, 1483. And then we just recently, we get together once or twice a week, and we popped in. We have over 1,500 followers on Susan Shatzer International. So grateful and so thankful to all of you. Just an incredible, feat that you guys have all actually created and brought forth here on the planet. So thank you. Hello, my glittery friend. Hello, love you, girl. Holy cow. So in honor of celebrating 1,500 members. Like for us, that's a really big deal. So we are going to do a giveaway. So Kara is going to pop in some more information for you. I know she's got some fabulous links. So we're doing a giveaway. Yes. So excited. We are giving away 2 spots in the Just For Me program. And those 2 spots are coveted spots for people. It doesn't matter where you are, what language you speak, anywhere around the world. This is for you. We're going to make this happen for each of you, for you 2 people. So there's 3 things we're asking you to do to join us in the giveaway celebrating 1,500 members. 1 is to follow this business page. 2 is to share this post. And number 3 is to tag 3 of your friends in it. And in doing this, you are dropping a pebble in the pond of life, and you are creating ripples that are going out. And this message and your energy being a part of it is going to contribute to shifting the energy, because we're going to take everywhere that you feel as though you're in lack now to shifting it into abundance during the course of this podcast. So mwah, mwah. Kisses and hugs to all of you. Thank you so much. Congratulations on reaching 1,500 members. So excited for that. Yeah. So tell me in the podcast. I know Kara has some interesting information. Holy cow, Maria. Woohoo. Hello, lovely. Glad you're here with us as well. Hello, hello, hello. Brie and I were chatting earlier, and she was at her horse's barn. She was cleaning the last house. She said, look, I'll try to be there. She says, but I'm in a totally different universe. I'm like, yeah, I know. I get it. Like animals are actually taking us places that we never thought possible and we didn't actually have access to up until pretty much, yeah. Whew, can you feel that? Did you get that? Like that was just a flood right into the heart. I have our heart chakra incense. I'm looking at that going, okay, what is that in the background? That's smoking. It's smoking hot. It's our heart chakra incense. It's clearing us out, allowing us to expand and actually draw in and receive even more than we ever thought possible. So Maria, thank you for being here. So glad you are here. Thank you everyone for helping us reach our milestone of 1,500 members. And, let me just jump right into today. So today's date is August 8th, 2021. And there's something super special about today's date, not the usual Lionsgate that we have during the 8-8, not the fact that it's just numerology with numbers, where the 8 is actually the infinity sign inverted. 8 happens to be a great number because it stands for love and abundance and wealth and prosperity. 8 happens to be my favorite number. It's been my favorite number my entire life. I know many people who know me know that I was born on the 8th of September. I was born in 1968. I graduated high school in 1986. My son was born in August in the 8th month. He is a Leo. And 8 has just been one of those numbers that has just shown up pretty frequently throughout my life. And I've been able to tap into the energy or the frequency, the vibrational tone, the resonance of the number 8 to manifest things outside of what people say is not possible. So it's what other people say it happens as if by magic, or some people say you're lucky or synchronicity, or it just happened that way. Well, whichever works best for you. As I will tell my father, whatever helps you sleep at night, Dad, works. And, you are the frequency. It's almost like the saying that goes with you're as strong as the weakest link. It's like you are as high vibrational frequency as the lowest resonance that you have. So taking a look at what does that even mean? So low resonance and high resonance, it's sort of like not low and high in a sense that you're in a portal. You're in what's it called here on planet Earth? Polarity. It's not duality like high and low, good and bad, right and wrong. It's more of a frequency bar. Do you remember the old radio stations where you would turn your knob and your stations would slide to the left and slide to the right, and you had to get it like just on, and then you could hear that frequency? It's that station. Well, it's the same sort of thing here. It's sort of like at one end, you have, higher vibrational energies, which is love, gratitude, peace, calm, ease, joy, bliss. And on the other end, you have those that are like lower vibrations where you're sort of in lack. So it's blame, shame, regret, guilt, those areas. And so taking a look at where you spend most of your time will be on an average or a median of where you are on the highest frequency that you can possibly be. And what that attunes to, meaning is that you are what you spend more time on. So if you spend more time thinking, feeling, emoting, and behaving with those lower, more limited frequencies, then that's going to be where you land. And because here on planet Earth, you attract, like attracts like, you'll be attracting that same frequency of career, relationships, friendships, living locations, experiences, adventures. Or if you're functioning at the higher end, that is also true. You'll be attracting more of the higher end frequencies or attractions. And it's not that one is better or worse than the other. It's just that's where you happen to be. And just having the awareness of where you are on the scale, left or right, will give you the information, gives you the awareness. Actually, one, acknowledging that you are in a certain place. And then number two, being willing to access something different. It's sort of like when people are, told no. Well, there's no, and then there's not, and then there's not enough, and then there's lack. Like all of that kind of takes place. So in the parenting scheme and teaching scheme, and even in leadership, mentorship, and business, they have shifted from, instead of no, it's could you please, and they will present it in a positive manner of whatever behavior, skill, strategy, technique that they'd like to have accomplished. So that is so true with all of us. So let me pop in the comments and tell me, what is this for you? Is this resonating for you? Do you kind of feel as though you have a better understanding of where you might be on the resonance scale of vibrational frequencies? If you type in yes, awesome. If you type in no, I'll see if I can help you out in that area. But the Just For Me program actually is going to hone in on all of those things for each and every one of you. So congratulations, everyone, for being here. Yeah, so let me talk about this Lionsgate thing that is taking place. It's really... it's like super incredible this year. It hasn't been this way in the past, nor will it be like this in our future that we'll be seeing in this lifetime. Because there are three things that are taking place. One, you have the Lionsgate, which is the 888 portal. Number two, you have the new moon here also. And number three, Orion's constellation is also in perfect alignment with the Tower of Giza. So you have three galactic events taking place, all of which have to do with harmonics and frequency. So let's take a look at the Lionsgate. So when the sun, which is in the house of Leo, and Sirius, it's the second brightest star that we have, unlike next to our sun is even brighter. This adds to the energy. That's how you get Lionsgate, is with Sirius rising and the sun is in the house of Leo. We also have Leo's new moon, and new moon is all about fresh starts. It's all about abundance. So I did some research prior to coming on with all of you. And so astrologers talk about this specific time frame very adamantly. They talk about boldly and optimistically. So put in there, yes, if you are willing to be bold and willing to be optimistic, because you have the opportunity to open doors to the opportunity that is a good time to manifest your dream life. Yeah, I said opportunity a couple of times. I don't know. I have it written here twice. Must have been important. Yeah, so astrologers are telling us that boldly and optimistically, we're able to open doors to opportunities, which is a perfect time to manifest our dream life. Well, what does that even mean? Like manifest our dream life? Like how come we couldn't do it before? Like how come all the goal posters and the charts and the wish lists and affirmations and the loops we've had running, the things we listen to at night while we're sleeping, like how come that actually hasn't created the life that we've been looking to manifest? Well, I have some good news for you. One happens to be that with all of this timing of all the astrological, like we're in a certain place at a certain time kind of a thing, showing up is actually giving us the opportunity. It's sort of where the veil sort of drops. It's where doors were locked to your abundance room. Doors were locked to your love room. Doors were locked to your career room. Doors were locked to your relationship room and your spiritual room. Now these doors are all unlocked. And it's so interesting that we talk about this. Ooh, I just sat on the cat. Sorry, Bella. So because that's what we're going to be doing together, you'll be guided step by step through this program. So the Egyptians have talked about Sirius rising, which indicates that the Nile would be flooding, and that would be a very prosperous and fertile time for the Egyptians. And what does that mean? That means that all around the world, customs, religions, Native Americans, the native cultures to whatever country or region they are celebrating in their own way today, specifically with the Lionsgate 8-8 portal. So this goes not just now with new age modalities, but also thousands and thousands of years ago, because thousands of years ago, you can look back, and I've done research, and it's the Dogon tribe in Africa and the Sumerians during the Mesopotamia era also had rituals, and they also stopped, took time, went inward, and evaluated where they were, what was showing up, what was manifesting, and if it wasn't, what they had hoped and what they liked and what they had wished for, they were able to take a fresh start. So the beauty of where you are today is that there's also a new moon, and a new moon indicates it's a perfect time for a fresh start. Like every month we have new moons, but this month you have the Lionsgate as well as the new moon in conjunction together. So you just got to know. You got to know that everything is perfectly in alignment, that you're spiritually potent, and it's not only from the past, but you're going to be creating for your future years as well. So what does this mean? It means you're not alone. Are you glad to know you're not alone? Type yes in the box if you are glad you are not alone. Hey, Kimberly, I'm glad you're not alone too. I'm so glad. Yeah. So it's so interesting what is kind of showing up for all of us. It's a time where, one, you can supercharge your ability to start fresh. Two, you're going to bring your passions into the forefront. Three, you're going to get able to set intentions in 8 major areas of your life and embrace abundance, wealth, and prosperity. Embody the lion's pride, courage, and regality. So super excited to share all that with you. So tell me what's happening. I know Kimberly was saying that she's not able to get past the $10,000 annually in a year. So Kimberly, what would that mean to you to actually create a different possibility with money within this year? Actually creating outside of that, beyond that. Like, what would that mean? Hey, Gretchen. Yeah. Right. So whatever it is, whatever your goal is, whatever your target is, that's holding you back, that's preventing you from creating something different, something greater, go ahead and pop that in the comments below so we can go in and see what that is. We can evaluate where you are, where you've been, where you're headed, and what would like to be attained today. So Kimberly says she would like to become debt-free, invest, and travel. All right, cool. So Kimberly, taking a look at your frequency line, right? Like, do you have the awareness of where you are? Do you have the awareness of, where you sort of function, if you're on the higher end or on the lower end? Having that awareness will actually allow you to step into a different possibility. So every time you hear yourself with the no, not enough, can't have, not sure, those things are lower frequencies. So you are an I am and I have in the present tense. Yeah. So that's where your potency is. It's in the present, and it's right now in the positive. Yeah. In the present tense. I am and I have. So go ahead and share some I ams and I haves about your money flows. And let's see if we can take a look at those. You're on the higher end. Awesome. Cool. So being on the higher end means that you have abundance. Yeah. And that your prosperity is flowing in. Yeah. So while she takes a minute to put some I ams and I haves in there, feel free to pop yours in there. Tell me, what is your issue with money? What is your challenge that's taking place? What is happening with you that you can't seem to break free from, that you can't seem to get out of, that you can't seem to transcend from? I'd love to know. Yeah, taking a look at that on your lifeline, Kimberly, there's this essence, right, of worthiness. So just type yes if this kind of resonates with you, that you can feel like there's a worthiness or lack of worthiness or unworthiness with it. Yeah. Yeah. So can you feel that energy? It's sort of where you collapse in on yourself, where you sort of sit down and you're kind of like, yeah, not now, not yet. Let's see what she has to say. I have made significant improvements with money, paid off bills, and saved more than ever. That is so cool. I have increased my worthiness. Excellent. So you know about it. You know it's there. Excellent. Yeah. So what would it take for that to increase even more? What would it take for you to become debt free, which is one of the things you talked about? What would it take for you to travel beyond what you ever thought possible? Yeah. So taking a look at that energy, worthiness and lack is sort of where some people sort of sit in on. So tell me your money talk, everybody who's in here with us. What is your money talk? What talking do you take place? So I'm going to pop over for a minute, and while you're popping in your responses there, I'm going to go over here. Um, yeah, because I have a friend who jumped in earlier today and was telling me what he would like to have, and I asked him if it would be possible if I used it. So this is what he said when I talked about challenges and money and lack and no prosperity. So this is what he said. He said, yes, I want my own island, my own jet, and at least 4 houses all over the country, estates, of course, really a yacht. And I want to collect cars and motorcycles, my favorite throughout the years, especially the ones from the 30s. So interestingly enough, he's used the word want like twice in that. And when you go in there and take a look at the energy, like, does that match where he is? Like, we can ask for tons of things, like our goal posters and our affirmation charts, things like that. We can ask for a ton of things that we want to have. However, our frequency of our thoughts, feelings, emotions don't match that. So it can't manifest, if that makes sense. So we have to have it in our heart, our mind, our heart, and our body, all of our essences, to be able to actually actualize it. So you have to take it one step beyond just talking about it. You know, we can say tons of things and actually not have a meaning with it. So let's see what Kimberly says. She says, I feel an external block that is keeping me in that price range. I regularly pock barriers and other things that keep me limited. Yeah, so Pot and Pock is, for those people who don't know, is a clearing through access consciousness. Pot and Pock is clearing the point of creation and the point of destruction in it. So I have found that when you are aware of something, you can actually breathe in, and it's faster, quicker, and easier, and allow it to disengage from your field and then blow it out. So I know you said you're working on worthiness, right? So you are a sovereign, whole goddess, my friend, Kimberly. And so that is the energy and frequency that you will embody in creating the life that you'd like to have. So you are a whole sovereign goddess. Yes. And all of the energy, frequencies, and everything that comes into your field is there, right, to contribute to you. So people, places, things, ideas, business transactions, all of those things are there to contribute to you and your livelihood. Yeah. So, how does that feel now when you step into the energy of I am a goddess, sovereign, whole being of love and light? Let me know what that feels like. And each of you that are also on here watching with us and in the comments, let me know, what does that feel like to you when I say that? And if you're a gentleman as well, you are a god, you are sovereign, you are whole. Yes. Yes. And all of that love and light like comes to you as well. So taking a deep breath in, everyone. Anything that doesn't match that high frequency, let's just allow it to disengage and remove it from our body, our being, our aura, and our reality on 3. Breathing out. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I pause to allow you to have space with your new frequency. That lower vibration, the things, thoughts, feelings, emotions that didn't match that are now disengaged and they are gone. So every morning when you wake up, every night when you go to bed, and from every moment from this nanosecond moving forward, yeah, would you be willing to be in the light? So Kimberly says, there seems to be a familiar issue with increased income. Yeah, seems too high for me, what we just did. Okay. So you said that a familiar issue. So anytime you have an issue around something, it's something that was issued to you. So it doesn't actually belong to you. So that was one of the things that, yeah, when I said that there's an unworthiness there, um, that could be it right there. It's the resonance of having an issue, of not being able to increase your income, not being worthy of having an increased income. Yeah. Yeah. So let's go ahead and let's disengage that. Would you like to? Let's destroy and uncreate it, because that issue isn't yours. It was issued to you, and you've done a really great job holding on to it. And with everyone else who's in here popping in and listening to it, yes, 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 absolutely. Like, take a look at this energy and frequency that you have right now, that you are being, right? That you have available to you that matches where you are. So it's sort of like, if we're not where we are, there's something that's preventing that. So that's what we've got to be willing to kind of look at. And yeah, Kim, you've done like a lot of work and have moved yourself up a lot of different levels and areas. But there seems to be, like you said, this one area that's like an issue. So let's delete it. So taking a deep breath in. Yeah, this issue that you took on and you're holding on to it, you've done a great job. You've kept it safe. You installed it, you've had it running, like, it's now actually time to let it go. So on 3, go ahead and blow it out. We're going to let it go. And we're going to donate it to Mother Earth and let her have some space and time with it, and she can transmute and use it to her advantage. So on 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah. So what if there's actually no stop? Right? There's nothing stopping you. There's no block, there's no barrier, there's no wall. All of those things are what we perceive as being real. It's like, as a sovereign being of love and light, you are whole. You don't actually have barriers, right? We don't actually have walls holding us back. Yeah. So, Kim, tell me what you're feeling now. How does that feel in your body? How does that feel in your heart? Yes. What is that like? Yeah. Donating that issue, giving it back. Yes. Allowing Mother Earth to have it, change, choose, and do something else with it. Nice. That energy opens you up and allows you to have greater space, greater freedom. Yeah. Lighter with greater awareness. Excellent. Excellent. I'm so glad. Lighter and greater awareness. Hello, Lars. Glad you are here. We're talking about money issues, money problems, money challenges, finances, debt consolidation. Kimberly was just in here, and I think really we got down to she had a familiar issue with increased income, not being able to increase her income, and we went in and we took a look at that. We deleted it out of her frequency, issue being something that she holds on to and is now lighter and greater awareness for it. So Kimberly, thank you so much. So glad you were here today to receive that. So Lars, anyone else who's on watching, what is it for you? What are your money challenges? What are your money problems? What are your money issues? Yeah, I had a couple clients who sort of showed up and we were working together, and they had the point of view that they were poor, even though they were valued at millions, multiple millions of dollars. And taking a look at that energy, it was their point of view. It was their belief that they had that because they were not as wealthy as their neighbors, they were poor. And it was so interesting to take a look at that frequency and that vibration and be able to help them shift and change it. So it really doesn't matter where you are. If you have, you're not making enough money and you have more bills, or you happen to be the poorest person in your friends group, it's still lack. Poverty is still a frequency. It shows up. Money doesn't have a point of view about who it contributes to and who it damages. It has to do with what we perceive, know, be, and receive with it. So let's see. You're welcome, Kimberly. She said, thank you so much. So Lars, no money coming in. I'm at a standstill at the moment. Okay, cool. So taking a look at that, Lars, like, what is the value of having no money? Right? Like, who are you able to be with no money that you can't be with a ton of money? What would you say that is? What is that frequency? What is that you're not willing to be, that if you were willing to be it, could change, choose, and institute like a different possibility for you? So there is, if you look at that, there is a frequency of no money or lack of money. Yeah, no money. Poverty, impoverished, money consciousness, lack of money consciousness. Yeah, what is that for everyone? Yeah, what is that for you? Yeah. So going in, has it been like this your whole life? Right? So Lars says that he's willing to do it. I'm trying to do it, and it's just taking forever and bothers me. It's taking longer than I thought it was going to take. Yeah, you're willing to do it and you're trying to do it. That's cool. So both of those, willing and trying, are future verbs. So if you're willing and trying, you're not actually going to have now, because you're going to be willing and trying to do it, and that's always going to be in your future. So would you change your wording to I have, I am, and I have? So I am powerful, I am potent, I am worthy, right? And I have money now and in the future. Right? So it's sort of what we're talking about is flipping the coin on what we're saying, because what we're saying, our language, is a frequency. It is a vibration. And when you use the word want is lack, and future words like willing and trying are future. So Lars says, I absolutely am. Excellent. Excellent. So that's going to start you on the path with the I am. That'll be your verbiage. So what happens next is you've got to get up here in your head, and you've got to turn off the siphon that's siphoning all of your power away, that's siphoning all of your potency away. It's giving it all to someone or something else. Yeah, nice. Oh, exactly. That's exactly how I pray. Oh, good. I absolutely, yeah, exactly how you pray. That is beautiful. So, taking a look at that, so what is it about, or what's more valuable about being or having no money than actually being totally abundant and having your cash load, right? Like, don't you, wouldn't you all just love for like the truck to like pull up in your yard and just like dump the cash like right on your driveway, right? Like, what if that is a possibility? So everywhere you were taught and you bought into, like, that's not actually possible. Like, it's actually possible for your bank account to outgrow your needs. Wow, right? Like, how cool is that? Let's see what he says. Oh, exactly. That's exactly how I pray. Like, it's already happened. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to give you a tip to support you in um, creating a different possibility for you, because we can say it all day. We can pray it all night. We can say it all day. If it hasn't changed in here and up here, because this is our brain, and our brain is actually contributing to our creation, and our heart is manifesting, yeah, what we believe is true, real, right, and relevant. So whatever you believe, that is what you're going to achieve, and your heart is the one that delivers it. So there's an element of seeing, feeling, knowing, and having. So you have to see it up here, right? Feel it in here and know it as being true to manifest, instantly manifest. I see what you're saying. That's fantastic. Well, I'm so glad. Believe that you receive. Yes. Yeah, so it's more than that. Yeah, it's more than believing. Like, so I've come to understand and I've come to research and identify that you can actually write into existence that which you'd like to have in your life. And so this is how the program came about, the Just for Me program, because we go in this program together. It's 8 weeks. It's dynamic. You are going to switch all of your frequencies from lack to more than enough, right? To not enough to more than enough. You're going to go in and you're going to be able to not have stress related to these 8 different areas in your life. You're going to be able to flip the switch on so many things that just sort of show up for you. And you can hear yourself say, well, that happens. That always happens. That tends to happen. That sort of happens. That's happened before, right? Like, can you hear yourself say those things? Like with when there's more bills at the end of the month, or there's more month than the money. Yeah, we talk about how it doesn't grow on trees, and yeah, so actually, money is made of paper, which is trees. So we're going to actually create wealth and abundance together, prosperity and abundance in all 8 different areas of your life, and we're going to be journaling it into existence together. You'll be able to draw, you'll be able to write. We're going to do each section over the 8 weeks together. Money happens to be a super big one for people because it's something that prevents them from actually having, choosing, and being that which they'd like to, have, choose, and be, in their life. So Lars is saying, I know it. I've done this before. I have literally drawn a manifestation. Yeah. Right. So, like, what's the value of not having that any longer? It has happened. I know. And he put an upside down smiley face on there. I know, Lars. Kimberly, Gretchen, Maria, I know. Sophia, Renee, this is some potent stuff that I've uncovered and discovered, because what is showing up is where we actually haven't had access to this because there was a missing piece of what that was for all of us. And there's this, we have this paradigm that's happening here on the planet. So many people have this fear emotion and fear mentality and fear of, everything that's happening. And to be able to manifest outside of the frequency of fear, is like huge. It's one of the most dynamic things. And so I'm here to support each of you. So Lars, you've done this before. What is preventing you from doing it again? Like, what is so valuable? And I know I keep asking you this question. What is so valuable to you about staying in no money and not having, in poverty? What is so valuable? So tell me, I'm just going to pop in with this. So tell me about being found, right? And then, you know, being called out on something, right? Like misunderstood, and you were, yeah, maligned about it. Yeah. In this lifetime or lifetimes before this. Yeah. Where you were discovered that you had, yeah, super knowing, superpowers, information, things that would shift and change things for you. Yeah. So there's nothing valuable in having it. Yeah. So do you know that the more money, wealth, and abundance you have, the more people you will be able to influence, more hearts you will be able to heal, and more lives you will be able to save. Playing small is not a virtue. Having no money is not in the best interest of all of humanity. It's like you don't have anything that you can contribute that will create the change that people are actually looking for and asking. Like, how many people can you bless with no money? Right? Like zero. And it's where you put yourself in timeout. You know, you're in the penalty box if you're a hockey player. You know, you're on the bench if you're playing basketball. You've benched yourself. You know, it's like that's where people are. It's like safer to be benched. You know, it's safer to be in the penalty box than it is to be in the game. Yeah, so okay, like how much fun are you having with no money? Right? Like the fun factor has dropped by like 100%. Right? Yeah. So what if now's the time, right? What if today's the day to make that change? Yeah. So let's do a clearing, Lars, and for everyone else on the phone too. Kimberly, yeah. Yeah. So let's clear out anything and everything that is not allowing you to have the total abundance, total awareness, and total willingness to like overstep the boundary, you know, of what you've been taught. It's like if you paid your bills, you're doing good. If you got a little extra, that's great. Well, no. That's still not. Do you know what I mean? There's an entire um, level of abundance that people actually haven't been able to tap into. They haven't been able to access. They haven't been able to um, yeah, to have in their life. And so this is the challenge that we're all stepping into. It's like you can stay where you are, you can have what you have, or you can take the steps to get there. Like I know all of us are, you know, the ones that are on here with, we're all close, or if not all of us are in our 50s. It's like, you know, we're halfway through life. Like, are we done with being halfway through at an impoverished level? You know, are we done playing small? Are we done being benched? Is it our time to be center court? Is it our time to be center stage? You know, of course it is, right? Like we've been living this whole life for this time. Now is the time. And the pinnacle aspect of where we are today, right here, right now, that places you here is so important because of the Lion's Gate, 8-8, the infinite and infinity number of 8, the abundance, prosperity. Yeah. And number 2, you've got numerology of the 8. And 3, you've got, the new moon, number 3. And number 4, we have Sirius is no, the constellation Orion. Oh my goodness, I'm like so far out, expanded out, and I'm trying to like pull it back to wrap this up for everybody. That I'm like pulling myself back in, going, what was that? What line was that on? What did I say? So I'm pulling myself back in to take a look at the Orion constellation that is perfectly aligned with the Pyramid of Giza. And it, you know, we've tried really hard. Don't you guys agree? Type yes in the box if you agree. It's taken a long time to get us to this point. It's like we've gotten here before. You know, we've been back, we've been here, we've been back, we've been here. You know, what if it's time to just like, you know, cash in? Like, let's go for the cash load, right? Like all the other things that we've been doing and being like actually haven't served us up until now. And, you know, today is the day, right, to actually cultivate and create, right, and customize our plan for now and in the future. I mean, the new moon is fresh starts. You know, the Lion's Gate is the courage that the lion holds, the bravery that he embodies, and you know he's going to do it. You know, the lion is like the king. He's going to have it. Yeah. So show me the money. Gresham says yes. Kimberly says yes. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. Right. Like you're way more powerful and potent than you give yourself credit to be. But you've tried everything you've known to try. You've accessed tons of modalities. How many of you have like researched, taken part in, or done at least 3 or more modalities like in your lifetime? Type me in the chat box if that's you. Right. And like you're still resonating on the same frequency, like you're still in the same place that you were then, that you are now. Yeah, I know, right? Like incredible. Yeah. And so, and I've been there, you know, and I know what it's like, you know, if you had my whole backstory, you would, yeah, cool. You would, you know, it would be daunting if you knew the whole backstory. But this whole program just for me is not about me. It's about you. It was designed for you with you in mind. Actually, you have been asking for it. Have you not? Type yes in the chat box or give a thumbs up or a heart or a smiley face, whatever works for you. If this has been something you've been asking for, like enough is enough. Like the struggle is struggle and struggle is real, you know, and poverty is here. And, you know, it's going to take something different than what you've been doing to have what you've not had before. So yeah, that makes so much sense to so many people. And you know, it's not a modality. You know, this is a shift and a change, and we're flipping a switch that you've had. It's one that's been turned on like your whole lifetime and lifetimes before this. And we're going to go to the ancestors. We're going to go through your ancestry, and we're going to get rid of the miasms. And you can look that up if you want to, but I have access to all of that as well. And we're going to go through and we're going to clear all of that out. And it's going to be, and I know, Kim, you said that that was a little bit too big and a little bit too bright for you, but it's going to be you in your goddess gowns and in your God cloaks, gentlemen, being the sovereign beings that you are. It's claiming your abundant birthright. It's what you were never taught in school. It was what you were never shown how to do. It's like, it's totally different than learning how to, you know, have a checking account or using a credit card or getting a job or having an interview. It's energy. It's completely different. Everything's energy. So I am here. I am here for all of you. Thank you, Kim. I'm so glad you feel so much lighter after having let go of that issue. You know, Lars, I'm so glad that you've done this before and you're willing to do it again, to step up and have it. I'm so glad you guys are getting off the bench. You know, we're creating this whole team together. You know, you're consciousness revolutionaries. You wouldn't be here on with me if you weren't. And, you know that something else is possible. Yeah. So what is that? Time to go big, no fear. Yeah. Time to go big. Yeah. Right. It's, yeah. And it's here. I already have my toga on and my golden sandals. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. So I drink in my goblet with some fresh water to all of you. Thank you again for bringing us to 1,500 followers on Susan Shatzer International, the business page. I'm incredibly grateful. This giveaway to all of you, you can get a free spot on the Just For Me program. And I think Kara has banners in there talking about the, let me go to comments. Yeah, about the 3 things. And I believe it's to follow the page if you haven't already. If you did, you got one free. Number 2, to share this live. And 3, to tag 3 people in it. And your name will be placed in a drawing. And we're going to be pulling them on Fridays, 2 Fridays. This next Friday coming up 1 week today, and then 1 week after that. So there'll be 2. So tell your friends about it. There may be people that, who are going to win. And what is she putting up? Oh, yeah. So this is what you get in the program. Holy cow. I should talk about this a little bit, right? So we have put together a 100-page journal, and we're going to go through different sections. There's 10 or 12 pages each section. Each week, we do weekly clearing. So we're going to clear out everything that you have that comes up for you and everyone else that's in the group. So it's not just you, but it's everyone else as well. And that actually expands out on a quantum level. So it's you and everyone else. There's live Q&A each week, facilitation. You have audio training. I'm going to teaching you a breath technique. That is above and beyond. We're going to honor the 8s this month. We're going to do 8-minute meditations as well in our infinite possibilities. So we're going to have 8 minutes of prayer and meditations. Some of the different areas are social. Yeah, we're going to have a social connecting community. Thank you, Kara, so much for placing that up there. So those are all the details in the program that you are going to get. I know Kara has a link to the landing page, so that way you're able to see all the details. We're going to talk about your passions, your purpose, your soul's source. We're going to be sourcing your soul's identity and information. We're going to be doing it together as a group. It's a small group. There's only a limited amount of spaces. I can't do a huge, big thing. I love my one-on-one clients, but we got to keep it small to keep it real. And then all of you, and we'll do it again. I think, I don't know, maybe not. I'm getting a no, not this year. So if you don't do it now, you're going to miss out, because we're going to maximize the Lionsgate portal, the new moon, and Orion matching up with the Pyramid of Giza. So that's some serious galactic energies that we're going to be tapping into, that we have access to right now that we normally wouldn't in the past, and we aren't going to be living here to have it again here on planet Earth. So all of us are almost halfway through our lives, and now is the time. Let me know if you have any questions. Go ahead and pop those in the comments right now before we jump off. If there's anything else that you have a question about, that you'd like to know more about with yourself, with problems, with money challenges, issues, things that are happening, knowing that everything is energy and you have the power to create and change what you have. It's going to be a trifold. It's going to be it's going to be the triangle. Yeah. It's going to be that energy, the pyramid energy, that we're going to be tapping into and pulling in to create a higher frequency. Yeah. And so you'll be self-guided with it, with the prayers and meditations. You'll be self-guided with journaling. We're going to be taking a look at the meanings and what things mean and don't mean to you. We're going to be taking a look at the lies that you've been told, that you bought, that you created, that are real in your life, that no longer serve you. And we're going to be stepping into the higher, sacred, sovereign frequency that is your birthright. So I look forward to chatting with you guys soon. I have one more beautiful thing to share with you that we're going to be doing at the end of the month on August 30th. It's going to be a Tuesday night. And I think Kara's going to be putting it in the chat room for you. 3 steps to mindful decision making. This is the precursor. This is like a pre-class that is going to set you up for success, in the future, and especially using the Just For Me program that's launching in September. So I've identified 3 steps, and it's going to help you to have some mindful decision making, and that's going to be super powerful. Yes, and will create something different for you, because your mind chatter is what is holding you back, holding you up, and creating the stumbling block that you have. So getting off the bench and into the game. I'm so excited. Go big or go home. No fear. Thank you, Gretchen. Love you guys. The link is in the description. Have a super fun Friday. Pop in any questions that you have here. Private message me if you'd like some more information or have anything you'd like to share. And until I get to meet you in person someday, ciao for now. Bye, everyone. Have a super fun Lionsgate, new moon, and Orion Giza alignment. Ciao for now. Bye.